just heard some breaking news, which is quite positive and interesting. So I'll just leave that there. We'll hear more about that during the day. But now it's 4 minutes to 9.
And as Cathal was saying, there's some news emerging within the past few minutes of what's likely to be a very significant jobs announcement.
The US electronic payments company PayPal is to create 1,000 jobs here. They're to be generated over the next 4 years at the company's new operation to be located in Dundalk, County Louth. Recruitment is to begin in the summer.
This is PayPal's European headquarters in Blanchardstown, County Dublin, which employs 1,500. The company specialises in processing payments online and is a subsidiary of auction site eBay. Now the group has decided to expand its operations in Ireland. The new centre will be in Dundalk, County Louth. While the town has been chosen, no specific site has been confirmed. Today, Taoiseach Enda Kenny and the IDA are making the announcement this lunchtime of 1,000 new jobs.
Well, today is a great day for Ireland and particularly for the North East. PayPal is announcing the creation of 1,000 extra jobs over the next 4 years. I'm absolutely delighted that PayPal is making such an important and major investment in Ireland.
For PayPal, it's a great day for Ireland Inc. And PayPal are delighted to be one of the first organisations to support the government in Action Plan for Jobs 2012.
I think it's just really positive for the overall country.
It's fantastic news, yeah. Me personally, I should be looking for a job in the next year, so I'll be looking at their website to see what they have on offer.
A lot of our graduates are looking overseas to get jobs, and it's good for Dundalk because a lot of people are going to consider staying.
And we'll give the town a lift, which I think is great.
Some of the businesses that have closed down might give them a boost to maybe open up again, or some new businesses might open up again. Be good for the college as well, because graduates coming out might give them the opportunity to get some work placements, some work experience that before they go on a bit further.
Comments from the Vice President of PayPal's global operations have sparked fears concerning how many of the 1,000 jobs announced by the company will actually be filled by people from Dundalk. Louise Phelan said that a lack of candidates with a second language could mean they would be forced to look abroad for staff at the new plant. When asked back in February what aim PayPal had for Ireland by creating these jobs, Louise Phelan said,
Our aim is to create 100,000 jobs with the opportunity to support the government through this. We want to support the people of the live register to give them a career, not just a job.
However, in a recent interview with RTE's North East correspondent Richard Dowling, when asked,
looking at your website and your job opportunities, I see that right now you're looking for German, Dutch, Italian, French, Spanish, Turkish, Norwegian, Danish, Swedish and Russian speakers to join your expanding European Centre of Excellence in Dublin, as you describe it. So that suggests that languages are very important for the people you want to recruit. How many of those recruits, the 1,000 new jobs, will be filled by Irish people in your expectation?
Well, our main priority is to support the Irish market and to support the Action Plan for Jobs 2012 that the Taoiseach announced last week, and we're obviously one of the first to support that initiative. We want to make sure that we support the Irish people, we want to make sure that we hire the Irish people, and the biggest thing for us is that we can get the languages that will meet our EMEA business opportunity. Today we are about 50-50 Irish and 50% language in our existing call centre in Blanchardstown.
The people of Dundalk took to the streets, expressing their anger at the sudden change of direction that PayPal were taking. Clearly, the people of Dundalk were outraged by this sudden U-turn. When more moderate members of the Dundalk community were asked how they felt about PayPal's sudden change of mind concerning the outsources of 1,000 jobs, they said,
a load of crap. If they're coming here, they should, we have a very broad base of employable people here and we need jobs in the town, so if they're coming here, they should employ people from here.
Hard to know, because I think there will be a lot of people joining it, but it seems that a lot of people are, how should I say, mightn't necessarily be from the town, because it's a multinational company as such, so it's hard to know. I think it'd be great rental-wise and stuff like that, and it'd be great for people doing admin work, but how many people would be directly employed by the company, I'm not sure.
The protests in Dundalk cost the taxpayer an estimated €50,000 in damages, with local businesses in the area suffering most. Some shops and restaurants were even forced to close down as a result of the damages. One man explained how he was out there on that Sunday afternoon, going about his own business when he saw around 10 or 11 young adults breaking into a clothes shop and exiting moments later with their hands full of anything they could grab. Other businesses, such as the restaurant Food, were forced to shut down temporarily as all their windows were smashed unnecessarily by angry protesters who were merely looking for something to do. The protest that sparked as a result of this U-turn made by PayPal grabbed the attention of the media nationwide and ultimately forced PayPal to rethink its geographical location. John Scanlon, Senior HR Manager of PayPal, visited Dundalk for a small holiday to see what life was really like for the people of the town. His aim? To research the area thoroughly before the multinational company PayPal considered locating here.
A lot of rough-looking houses and housing estates, and I'd say, you know, low income. It looks pretty dismal.
It's kind of depressing to see houses with no windows, boarded up. So, bit of a shock. When I got into the apartment, well, I didn't expect a huge amount, but she's that little single bed. But it is against the wall, so I can't roll out of it.
There'll be no room service here this week anyway. It's not Fitzpatrick's.
So it's, it'll do.
I do have guests.
It's not like looking down Fifth Avenue, I can tell you that.
John's visit was short-lived and didn't last long in the town of Dundalk.
That's a bit shitty. It's said the way I would have done to that was. They'll probably realise how crap Dundalk is and it's not what.
Bit of a kip.
There's actually rough spots in it.
Yeah.
No one would be really naming a few of.
PayPal's decision to retract plans to locate to Dundalk has had drastic effects on the town. What was once such a promising and prosperous venture has now resulted in firmer economic turmoil for the northeasterly region. Following the sheer scale of the protests and the damages that followed, PayPal felt that Dundalk was an inadequate town to locate to. Further investigation by senior PR executives revealed that the economic situation in Dundalk and the continuous rise in drug-related crimes has left them with no other option. PayPal refused to comment further.